back. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. SamuraiBlitzt for another episode. It is a late Wednesday night. I hope everyone had a good week so far. It is hump day, so let's work into the end of the week, everybody. So a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of bad stuff, a lot of the things with the tariffs and everyone's just going crazy. But Trump has showed that the Dow is up, everything's up right now. So the tariffs are going his way. Everyone's calling in for negotiations now, so it's looking up. So John, what you got, brother?
Yeah, so I did see the Dow close at a high. I'm fucking pissed, dude. Now, I'm gonna
Did
tell
you
you why
saw?
I'm fucking pissed. Ask me why am I pissed, Christopher?
Why are you pissed, John?
No, dude, I'm fucking mad, bro. We should have invested more fucking money, dude. We should have invested more money. Now, the leader of the free world was literally telling us, and I was going to start because I thought it was going to get lower. I was under the impression we're gonna get a lot lower, but it went up to sky high today. And Trump put on True Social, "Invest now." The leader of the free world, the guy that runs the economy, is telling us, "Invest now," and our dumbasses are like, "Hey, you think we should invest?"
No, and see that was the big argument that the Dems scared everyone to like,
No.
oh, he's look at the economy's crashing. This is like, no, he's crashing the market on purpose. Like he's doing all this. So when people start investing, when it's down, when all these countries come back in and start investing, he makes America rich. That was his whole point.
Well, dude, I thought we were gonna have like a Black Tuesday. So I was like, we're gonna get a Black Tuesday, and I'm gonna throw fucking a shitload of money.
I was
waiting for that Monday crash.
I was
And
really
then the
thinking
Tuesday
about
crash,
it,
and then nothing. It just went up. So now I honestly thought, because I've seen a lot of pundits say this, that he was purposely crashing the economy, putting us in a recession, because eventually he was gonna like basically force the Fed to lower its interest rates, and so more people could afford homes and stuff like that. That was my impression. I was really happy for that. I'm not happy for it because it sucks when people lose money. And I know, like, I think it was a Benny Johnson was like, "It's just money. It's just money." Like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're rich. That's why. Like, I hate, and that's one thing. If you're rich, probably don't have a say so in how we should feel in that way. Now, if you want to say, "I know you're gonna take a hit, and I know I have money and you don't, and I get that, but this is gonna be better for the long run," then that makes more sense, because at least you're being genuine. Like, hey, we're gonna get a good start. Like, we're gonna fix what we basically screwed up in the '80s when we shipped all our companies and when we shipped all our work and our jobs overseas to third world countries like China, Philippines, Vietnam, all these third world countries that they can basically work them for nothing. It's just slavery, basically indentured servitude, whatever you want to call it. But that would have been that. I mean, that would have been at least reasonable. But some people were like, "It's not like when you die, you put how much money you have in on your gravesite." Like, what are you talking about, dude?
yeah.
When you die, you want your kids to be taken care of, you dipshit. Like, what
What
is
your loved
this?
ones be taken care of, yeah.
Yes, but look at this shit. Look at that. Look at stock market news. April 9th, Dow ends over 2,900 points higher. Nasdaq jumps 12%. S&P 500 up 9.5 after Trump's tariff pause. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Trump's doing a 90-day tariff pause. As you see there, stock ends with record one-day point gains after Trump pauses tariffs for 90 days on most countries except for who? These goddamn chinks.
Goddamn fucking commies. Yeah, and also too,
Now,
but dude, now Adam Schiff wants to run an investigation to investigate Donald Trump to see if he got rich off of all this. I'm like,
oh, dude,
get the fuck, y'all just y'all can't go one fucking week without trying to investigate this guy or trying to put some type of fucking charge on him. I'm like, they
dude,
didn't see the
Adam
big
Schiff.
picture. That's how dumb they are.
How about we do that to Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, AOC? I mean, I don't think AOC's benefited as much as she could.
Bernie,
She will, though.
Schumer.
Yes, every one of them, Schumer, all these kind of people. Like, are you serious? Elizabeth Warren, Dan Crenshaw, the Republican, fuck him too. All these
Soros.
people. And Dan Crenshaw is one of the most, what is it, like new stars in the insider trading game. Like, dude, screw him, especially after what he did with that Navy SEAL that they were trying to put in prison for the rest of his life. Dan Crenshaw's a piece of shit, dude. I thought he was a rising star, but he was a scumbag.
Remind me who he is. Dan Crenshaw. It sounds.
He's the guy with the eye patch from Texas.
Oh, dude, fuck that guy, dude. Yeah, he flipped 180.
Oh, dude, he's a piece of shit. But I think, I mean, not because all the stuff he's been doing, it's just what he did to that Navy SEAL guy, dude. That was scummy. Um, now that jumped up that much. Now this is what I've been saying to people. I think it's like, and it's not like my own thoughts, but I just what I've been hearing, reading, all the stuff I've been looking at is he's trying to screw over China, bro. Like this is I am just under the assumption that he's trying to get them back for COVID, dude. He's still bitter that he
For
lost the
everything,
election.
everything.
He's all you made me lose the election. I'm fucking taking all you chinks on.
We had 2 good years and y'all ruined the last 2 of them. You fuckers.
It was no, it wasn't the last two. It was like it was the
No,
last
yeah.
6 months.
No, I thought it was the last 2 years of his.
No, it was
of his-
2020 when COVID happened, and that was election. It was like 2019 when they started shutting stuff down. It was like the last couple months.
Probably. I drank a lot during COVID. Nothing
No,
else to do.
so what happened? Trump's economy was fantastic, and then he started to go hard on China. I don't know if you remember that he started to really, really go hard on China. And then what happened? The Chinese government released this COVID thing that they're now saying, "Oh yeah, it came from a lab." Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, it was
Because
named
there's
after
a
the lab.
goddamn place called Wuhan, Chinese.
I remember how the
COVID.
whole. I remember how the
Lab.
whole bat soup thing came out. I'm like, oh
Woo,
man,
woo.
did you hear about this? These fuckers are eating bats and soups and.
Oh, dude, I've been to a wet market before, man, and they're something else, bro. I went to a wet market once, and they call it a wet. You know why they call it a wet market, right?
Because it's wet,
It's
slippery
as
everywhere.
wet as my
You gotta wear those special shoes.
Hey, you little wet, get over here, boy. No, it's no, because they said wet market because the floor's full of blood, you know, because it's constantly because they're beating, they have dogs in there, bats, whatever the hell. It's gross, dude. I went there one time and I was like, why do people shop here? Why is this allowed to be open? Now, if you want to shut something down, it should be that thing, bro. Like wet markets should no longer be a thing. All these viruses come out of these places, and we continue to let them just keep doing it. At some point, you gotta hold China accountable for their actions, dude. At some point, we have to do something about China, and I think that's what Trump's doing. I forgot who I was talking to about it, but I remember, man. I remember comedians. I remember pundits. I remember all kinds of people were saying, "Learn to speak Mandarin because they're gonna take over." You remember that shit back in the day? And
Yeah.
I had a guy I used to work with when I was teaching in Thailand, and he told me, "You know, you should learn Mandarin because they say China's gonna take over America without firing a single shot." And I remember thinking that too. I remember like I bought into it, and I said, "Damn, dude, they're gonna take us over." And then who
I
came
never
along?
really went into it.
Who came along? That fucking orange blonde hair, whatever the hell that haircut is. And he came and showed them that for the paper tiger that they are, bro. That's what happened. And then once he exposed them, everybody started to realize, China's not as they're not. They bring a lot of shame to their family, you know. They're
Not
not that
ashamed.
great. China's asshole.
Don't trust China. China asshole.
But he exposed them, man. He was the only Republican that was exposing them like for what they were. Nobody else talked about China in this way. And when he started to attack them on it, and in 2019, that's when you saw they were exposed, man. And they're talking about the population. It ain't what they're saying it is. They lie, cheat, and steal. They've done this forever and ever. They're buying up lands in America. How the fuck is that even a thing? We cannot buy land in China. How can they come over here and buy a bunch of farmland next to military bases?
Yeah, that's fucking. That's like the most craziest shit I've ever heard.
It's like I need Garrison here. Retard alert! Retard.
It's like Sarah Huckabee was saying that about how in Arkansas they want to take back all the farmland from China. Just
They should. I don't
Yeah.
even know why we're debating that. Like, why is this a debate? It should be a straight up. We're taking these lands back. You can't own shit if you're from this. If you are associated anything with the CCP. I don't even know why. In every other country, bro, Thailand, I've been to Japan. You gotta go through. Like, you have to be a citizen to buy land. In Thailand, you cannot buy land unless you're Thai. That's why so many people get screwed over. I told you before. I had a lot of people I was around, and they were. I had one guy specific, man, and they told me some war stories. But one guy told me that he met this chick. She was really hot, beautiful, 20-something-year-old. He was about 55, retired British dude, British Navy, I believe, and had money. He was already, he was set for life. He met this chick, bought a house, and they couldn't put it under his name because he's not Thai. So he put it under her family's name. because he was gonna put it under her name, but the mom and dad, you know how they're very involved in all that kind of stuff in Thailand. So they're like, oh, we'll put it in our name. So what happened was he had to start working again because he was pissed off. So what happened was he went one day after the house was built, and then he went and knocked on the door, and they told him he had to leave. And his wife's like, "Oh yeah, you have to leave. I'm getting a divorce." And he's like, "What? This is my house. I bought this house." And they're like, "No, it's under our name." So they told him he had to leave, and they called the cops. The cops took his ass out. You're gone. And he couldn't do nothing about it. That's what they do. They scam people. If you own a school over there, they would say, yeah, we could partner with the Thai. And sometimes, I mean, you could get a trustworthy one, you know, like it's different, a trustworthy Thai.
Might
You know?
get one of those
They're
trustworthy
rare in
ones.
breed, but they're out there.
You're lucky if you find one. They're keepers.
Count your blessings if you get you one of them trustful Thais. Nah, they're Thai people are all right, man. I'm just fucking around. But if you get one that wants to fuck you over, like you do anything that they don't want to do, and they could just kick you out and say like, this is my company, it's under my name. Japan, good luck getting a house there by yourself. It's hard, man. But you could still you can buy like plots of land like the way they're doing here. China, you can't buy anything if you're American over there. Mexico, you got to be a Mexican citizen. Like everywhere in the world, and I don't understand why we're so stupid, bro. I don't get it.
It's the Dems. China got their hands in their pockets. You know, they got load them up with money.
Now I saw they're going to investigate George Soros and Alex Soros, his son. That's a good step in the right direction. But one of the things I'm not happy about is the guy that they that they gave a promotion in the FBI. This man is getting a promotion. He was one of the head people in the January 6th, which pisses me off. Why the fuck is he getting a promotion? I'm not understanding. A lot of J6ers are really pissed off about this. So we're going to go ahead and do this. All right. So this is the man right here. J6 Mastermind promoted yesterday. The FBI confirmed that Steven Jensen was promoted to powerful position within the bureau heading the FBI WFO. Here's what you need to know about him from Jim Jordan. So this dude, Steven Jensen, he was one of the big guys going after J6 and all this other stuff. I see Jensen claimed that he was a strategic driver of J6 investigations. Jensen, on-scene commander of J6, said the investigation was totally justified and he would do nothing. He would not do anything different. So crazy. I have numerous reactions to that. The one thing I stand by the test of time when all the cases were fully adjudicated. In the light of all the evidence, the American public will know that we did the right thing for the right reason in the right manner, not only to uphold our system of government, but to protect the institutions that we were put in place in the United States citizens. The FBI wouldn't be part of a criminal conduct. We don't support it. We investigate it. Now, I don't like this guy. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah. Kash Patel promoted this guy, which is, why did you promote this fucking guy, dude? Like a conference call, literally thousands of people listen. Yeah, I'm not, dude. I think Kash Patel, I don't know what are you doing. I don't know what his strategy is, but I think this is a stupid move, man. Like so many, I understand some people need to be investigated with January 6th. Yeah, that makes sense. But so many people that just literally walked. Some people didn't even get, like Enrique Tarrio didn't even fucking go in. He wasn't even there. You have so many people that got arrested. Like, what? What is this?
Unless what was he in charge of the entire investigation? Like he was the one that locked. I mean, he wasn't the one that locked everyone up, was he?
No, I mean, there's multiple people. You got judges, you got him, you got like multiple FBI. I think they were saying, I forgot what the number is, but it was something crazy, like 1 in 5 or something like that. FBI agents were pulled. It was like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6. I somewhere around there. If I am wrong, sorry, but I'll go ahead and check that later. But it was something like that were involved in investigating J6ers. They put so much fucking power and energy into investigating these people.
Oh yeah,
which is
I have to read into him. I haven't read too much, so I need to before I start making crazy claims about him.
Yeah, no, where he's a scumbag, but I don't know why he got promoted. I don't really see a point, but yeah, dude, I don't know
I don't know. Cash must have his reasons. I mean, we don't know what the hell. I mean, he must know something we don't, obviously.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but I don't really know why he would do that unless he's trying to just, I don't know, bait him into something. I hope, and then
Probably.
be like, "Hey, come on, you're part
It's
of
all
us
got
now.
you.
Come on!" And he plays this little thing, ding, 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 ding. No, I forgot the Indian music. Yeah, then he's out. Here's some curry. Tell me how you investigated. What
Oh,
did
I
you do?
like curry. He's all.
I know, right? What were some of your? Oh, why is my screen all messed up?
Quit touching it.
No, it's
You can't be playing with it like your wiener.
what the hell? But yeah, man, I ran into, speaking of the tariffs before we go forward off the tariffs. I did see this video. I don't remember this video at all, but it makes sense because they're a bunch of hypocrites. Everybody, they're such fucking, especially the Dems. But check this out, bro. So when you see
Level
this,
playing
you're gonna laugh. This is an old video, October 2017, and this is Chuck Schumer talking about Trump, that he wasn't being tough on China and how he needs to be tough and they should have an investigation because they love that I word. Hey, just investigate him. But look, once you hear this, you're gonna be like, really, really, guy.
I'd like to see him explain his decision to the thousands of steelworkers whose jobs are on the line because their companies aren't competing on a level playing field because China repeatedly subsidizes, doesn't play by the rules, and cheats.
I fucking agree, Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one time I'm gonna agree
Makes
with
sense.
you. You're finally making sense.
It's another classic example of the Trump administration promising one thing but doing another. President Trump has promised many times to crack down on China, and still 10 months into his administration, his Commerce Secretary is once again needlessly delaying a preliminary step in that effort. Every time I see Secretary Ross, I've known him for 30 years, he's a New Yorker like I am, I say to him, when are we going to do something on China? Oh, we're going to do something tough. And each time there's a different excuse. This should have happened in the first 2 months of the administration. It hasn't. So, because of the Republican inaction, because of the president's unfulfilled and rapidly becoming broken promise on being tough with China, Senate Democrats will be sending a letter to President Trump and Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross demanding that the administration keep its promise to crack down on China's unfair and predatory trade practices. Now, one more thing on China. Today I read Tesla, our great car manufacturing company, will.
You hear that? Our great car manufacturer. This was in 2017, so he was still in the Dems' graces.
He was cherished over there.
Dude, you hear he's talking about putting tariffs? It's like, what? This did not age well for Chucky. Let's hear about so.
Be relocating to China. When you want to sell cars or many other advanced products in China, you have to do one of two things. Set up a joint ownership company which lets them steal our intellectual property or face huge tariffs. That's based on the fact that the WTO was poorly negotiated and China was regarded as a developing country.
Yes! We all
That
agree.
was the fault of President Bush and President Obama. Neither did enough to stop China.
Okay, where is this guy? Where did he go? I mean, I never really liked him, but god damn, he's fucking spitting facts right now.
He went to Dumbville in a fucking handbasket.
Oh
That's
my
where he
god,
went,
he's talking about. Sorry, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, he was just saying he went to Dumbville in a handbasket. That dude just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what he's saying is yes, we all agree. That makes total sense. I'm like, they did this in 2017 when Trump was in power, but yeah, when 2021 when they got the House, they didn't do a goddamn thing.
But the thing is, he's talking about hurting China, right? We all want that. Talking about them sending we're Americans going over there, putting all their jobs, all their companies over there for cheap labor, which is slave labor. Come on, let's be real, with the Uyghur camps and all kinds of stuff. They fucking have nets. They have nets for people that jump out and try to commit suicide. That's how bad it is, dude. And they're talking like he's talking about what do you say? And then he's even talking about how China lied and cheated to become a developing country. They put themselves in a developing country status by lying and cheating and doing what they always do. So they get all these special privileges because they're a developing country. That's bullshit. That is horse shit, bro. So they get to do a lot of things on like get away with a lot of stuff because they're considered a developing country. And he says it right there. He's spitting straight fucking facts. And he will never. I wish you could show him this video and be like, Chucky, look at it. It's beautiful. Go back to this, please.
You need to be this guy again. Come on.
Where can we get this guy? Come on, let's give him a few. Let's give you a few beers and let's see if you turn into. It's like a Snickers commercial. You're not yourself when you're.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
You're not yourself when you're not drinking liquor and doing cocaine, Chucky. Come on, here you go. But let's finish him. Let's finish this. Let's finish him off. That sounds all bad.
Let's top this guy off.
We're gonna top this guy off. Hold on. There we go.
On his campaign rhetoric, you'd think President Trump would be tougher as China steals our family jewels.
Yeah.
It's no longer clothing and furniture. It's our best industries.
Yes.
They steal our intellectual property by these joint ventures. Sometimes they do it by cyber theft. A lot of times they do it by cyber theft.
Yes. Yes, Chuck.
And it's hurting the good paying jobs that might be available to our children and grandchildren.
Yes.
Based on campaign rhetoric, you'd think President Trump would be tougher on China. But so far, it's been a lot of talk and not very much action.
Oh, my God. I love that guy right there. Whoever he is. Now,
he's long gone.
I love, too, he even called out Obama. He even called out, who else? He called out Bush. He called out Obama. He called out Trump. And Trump, I guess Trump saw that back in that time. And he said, fuck it, let's go hard on China. Because he did. He went hard on China. And dude, he's the one president that went hardest on China and the hardest on Russia. Now, I think we should focus all our energy on China just because, like what he said, cyber theft. I mean, the stealing, TikTok. Why are conservatives protecting TikTok?
I don't know because they were all about banning it before.
Yeah, and they totally switched. And what's his name? Fucking the fake switch, Trump switch. And I'm gonna call Trump out, dude. You're a fucking idiot if you think TikTok is doing well for you. I'm sorry, you're an idiot.
I think they're seeing it as an investment. It's something they can invest in.
Nah, there's no way. It's owned by the CCP, bro. It's owned by this company that's owned by the CCP.
They're trying to get the CCP to sell it back or sell it to us.
Yeah, but I mean, then you should just do it. But they voted against it. Remember, Trump fucking put it back on. It was off for like a day, and then he put it back on there. And then he put on there due to the new president, it's back on, which he wanted to sign his name on there, and fucking he thinks that's the shit that pisses me off. Trump has this mentality. He thinks, hey, if I do something good for these people, they're gonna like me. And I don't know. Somebody needs to break it to this man. Trump, they're not gonna like you no matter what you do, bro. They're not gonna like.
I think he's trying to do something to get them to work with him instead of always being against them. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to use those things as an olive branch or something.
But that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty soon he'll get the hint.
I mean, he should have got it a long time ago.
He still has to keep trying.
With 90-something% negative coverage, bro, he should have got the hint years ago, bro. They tried to put him in jail. They tried to take away his property. They tried to take away his name. They tried to fucking kill him.
Try to kill him, yeah.
What else do they got to do to you, Trump, before you realize you're not going to be in that cool kids club in the left? What are you fucking doing? Bro, you need to realize this shit. Because everybody else has a long time ago. I did before he even got elected the first time. They're never gonna like this man. He even said it on the speech to the what was it? What was that speech? It wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't. It was basically an address. He was addressing the Congress.
Yeah, he did. He addressed the Congress and he said they won't like me no matter what I do. Yes, stick with that mentality, guy. That's the truth. That's why.
He probably just wakes up one day and be like, let me try something. Let me just try something.
Yeah, but that doesn't cut it, bro. And we didn't elect him so he could try to get in the cool kids club with these fucking fruitcakes and idiots, dude. Like, I'm sorry, they're not going to like you.
That ain't the cool kids club, I'll tell you that right there.
Oh, no, I don't think so either. I think they're a bunch of idiots on that side. It's like a tard fest.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
That's the one you just kind of go around and like, I'm not gonna associate with those people.
Hey, you gay.
Hey, you gay.
Is that Frank and Beans? You remember that?
Yeah.
From something about
Have you
Mary.
seen my wiener?
Have you seen my wiener? I like he goes, is it the Frank or the beans? He's
Is it the
off.
Frank or the beans?
He's
How
on
could
smoke.
the beans be over the Frank? It's Frank be over the beans.
He's Frank and beans. I love that shit.
He was
God damn, that's a good
masturbating.
one. But yes, I love everything Chuck said there. We got to go hard on China. They're claiming to be a developing country, and they're not. They are liars. They're cheats. They steal, cyber theft, all kinds of stuff to our citizens. They're fucking. Not only that, now because of TikTok, they're spying on all our citizens. Have a whole network of information from all of our citizens, which is one of the scariest things I've ever seen. How the fuck are we like? How the fuck did we go from that Chuck to this one? Now he probably went there because he thought Trump wasn't going to be hard on China, and he was, and he had to switch. And then now Trump is very hard on China, and he has to totally switch. But I don't know how people don't call him out. If I was the like Caroline, this press secretary, I would put that video on. I would bring a little like in the old school '90s, the teachers with the tray and the TV, just you just hear the squeaking. They're all like, "What's going on, Caroline?" And
Just
plug
shut
it
the
in.
fuck up and wait.
Hey, hold on. Let me tell you something real quick. Shut the fuck up. And then just
shut the fuck up.
Just plug it in, play it, and be like, "Oh, that's Chucky there. We're gonna listen to him real quick because we actually agree with him 100%. Chuck, hey, we brought Chuck here. Hey, Chuck, everyone give him a hand over here."
She puts in a fucking tape into the VCR and like hits play.
I would be like in that movie where Thor, where he has a big old cock and he has a remote by his dick. He's all like, "Hey, there's a power button."
Oh yeah.
What is that?
That's from Vacation.
Yeah, that Vacation. I would be like that. I would just have a fucking filter on my cock so it looks all big and huge.
Just,
hey, there's a button right
power volume.
Hey, Chucky, check this out. There's a volume button right here. You want to touch it? It gets bigger.
It gets bigger if you touch it,
dude. So I would have them there. If he's not there, fuck it, and I would play that, and I would say, "All right, any questions? We want to talk about, like, hey, Miss Caroline, what about the tariffs? I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about that video. Any questions about the video?"
No questions. Let's play it again. Maybe y'all didn't hear it the first time.
Maybe you didn't get the gist of it. Hold on, let me put it on repeat.
Just put it on a loop.
And, just playing over and over. She's just there looking at it from the side, like, "Hey."
She's just there glossing her lips, like.
She's like, "Ooh, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." But yeah, man, and I would play that, talk shit, and I think those press secretary like meetings, bro, are useless anyways. It's just a bunch of press trying to get I got you questions from them and get their little moments so they could be like what is the Jim Acosta? Remember Jim Acosta? That idiot. Acosta. My bad. I said Acosta. Whatever.
Oh, I thought just trying to be funny. I'm like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, but that's all it is. It's the next reporter trying to get famous off of going after Trump. That's all it
ain't working. Not with her. It didn't work with her or Kayleigh McEnany.
Dude, Kayleigh McEnany was way better though, man.
Well, I mean, like, Caroline Levitt's just starting off. She's in her second month, so.
Yeah, but Kayleigh McEnany.
But she's doing good as a predecessor. She's doing really fucking well.
She's doing well. I don't have nothing against her, but the other bitch was bad, bro. She was a bad bitch.
Well, Kayleigh McEnany was more seasoned to begin with. Because like Caroline Levitt's only 27, I believe.
She's like a Culebra meat market fajita, just bright red, seasoned, real nice.
It just renders off by time. It's it.
Sorry, that's a San Antonio thing. I apologize, people. But
I'm pretty sure everyone has those fucking meat markets. I think so. I think they're everywhere, man.
Those beater markets are everywhere.
We got good sales.
Oh yeah, or not anymore. It's expensive now. But anyways,
really? I haven't been one in a while.
Yeah, they got pricey. But yeah, I like what he said, and that's the one time I'm gonna say I agree with Chuck. Not many times. There's a couple old videos resurfacing on Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Adam Schiff, and all that. Like basically saying what Trump's doing, and they're making the rotations. Yeah, but
it's irrelevant because it's all in the past. So.
Yeah, but still, it is. They did say it, man. They did say it. Now, one of the things that I got mad about today, and I don't know if you saw it, Chris, but it ticked me off. Someone ticked me off. Ask me, Chris.
So what ticked you off today, buddy?
It was this fucking video, Christopher. It was this video. I'm gonna put on my news voice. It's this video. Right? I can't even do it. God damn it! I screwed that up.
Well,
Chris.
it's this video that we saw, Chris. You know,
What was it? In South Park where they do the action use.
action news that he told token.
Yeah.
He even
He's
had
like,
that
"Hey,
fake
can you-"
wig and everything.
He's like, "Can you talk like less black?"
All African American news people learn to talk more, how should I say, white.
But check out this video, bro. When you see it, you're gonna see why. One of the worst people in the world, Trump praises, and I'm like, why would you do that? But let's check it out.
We're honored to have Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan, great state of Michigan.
Blah! You just, ugh. Oh, I can't even say the name. I would just be like, I'm here to praise Governor. Hold on, let me get this out. Governor.
Oh man, that was a big one. Excuse me, everybody.
Ooh, oh, nice. I can't even say that bitch's name. Wouldn't that be?
We're gonna bring out some broad. I got nothing to throw up anymore.
No, this is all man. That's
Someone give me a sandwich.
Somebody fill me up here. Hey, woman, make me a sandwich. Just to get all this sexist jokes. But let's finish it up.
And she's really done an excellent job.
Where?
A very good person.
No.
And we're working on the Selfridge, as you know, the air base. We're trying to get the air base open, keep it open. I think, Gretchen, if you're there, and Matt Hall, the Speaker of the House of Michigan. And he's been fantastic as the Speaker. I appreciate it. We won the state, Matt, and you helped me a lot.
I did, and you made me Speaker, so thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, I did. That's good too. And Gretchen, I think everybody knows. So we're working on that very hard, and I think we'll come home with a winner for Michigan. Okay? I just spoke with the Secretary of Defense. Sometimes we call him the Secretary of War. It used to be called the Secretary of War. They changed it when we became a little bit.
Just the small little things he says.
But I think we're in great shape. We're going to be in great shape. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much, Matt. Congratulations. Great job.
All right. Now, I got a big problem with that, dude.
Lay it on me.
Governor Whitmore, really one of the worst people. One of the worst, like, just absolute terrible fucking governors that ruined Michigan and that just threw her state down the gutter during COVID. What a piece of shit she is. She's the one that she states that fake kidnapping. You remember that?
No, I
No,
probably
you don't remember that?
wasn't.
They made a big old thing. Oh, radical white wingers are kidnapping the politicians now and all this stuff. And it turned out like 99 or not 99, but it was like all FBI agents, but 2 people. There were like 10 people or 8 people or something. They're all FBI agents. They just got this loser or 2. They manipulated him. They got him to try to kidnap Governor Whitmer, and then they try to put it all on right wing because right wing are the violent people. And yeah,
I didn't even fucking read or hear about that. No,
I was really pissed off because a lot of people are kind of angry about all the like. Why the fuck is he praising Whitmer? I really don't know.
he's probably trying to get some common ground and start working with them, man. You can't be enemies forever. I mean,
well, you at least have to stop talking shit about him and calling him a Nazi and all kinds of stuff. Let's start.
Maybe this is the first step for him to do that, so they can stop doing that shit.
I agree. You need to talk to people. You need to make
he's
sure.
the president. He has to be able to have communication with his governors.
Yes,
I mean, it does suck. Like, yeah, dude, like the way they bashed him, and now he's talking to him like he's the president. He has to have higher standards. Or he has to be professional in the end, even though he says some wacky shit. Because everyone's gonna be like, "Well, he's supposed to be professional," but yeah, he says all this dumb shit. I'm like, that's his style, man. But in the end, he's the president.
Yeah, but I just don't see. I mean, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say, I'm not a fan, dude. I'm not a fan of them. Like, I don't like that they are able to call him a Nazi, want to put him in jail, want to investigate everything that he does. He took his shit wrong. They want to say he's a white supremacist. They want to say he's a threat to democracy. What other things? A fascist, a dictator. I mean, every name in the book, they side with every country that he put something against. I'm not I'm not gonna be surprised if they come into Congress the next day with Chinese pins. We stand with China.
Fuck with the Chinese flag.
The
Yeah, but
Chinese not as her.
he's being the bigger man. Like he's showing them. Like, listen, y'all could bash me all you want, but I'm still gonna be here to work with y'all when the time comes. You know. And this is the one of the first steps. I'm gonna tip my hat to him for doing that, but at the same time, yeah, it does. It's like why, you know? But you have to understand too. He has to be the president first.
Thank you for those wise words, Chris. And no, I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, maybe, man, maybe I don't know. Maybe I just like if somebody shit on me for that long, there's no way I'm gonna work with them. I'll be like, dude, fuck y'all. Like I would do what I have to do because they're still my citizens. Like they're still my people. You know, as a president, I would still help them out any kind of disaster or any kind of relief if it's something that's not a result of democratic policies. I'm down to help them. But other than that, like, nah, man, y'all voted for all this shit. Y'all gotta get yourselves out. Like, just like Governor Newsom. Like, y'all keep voting for this dipshit. It's time y'all make your bed and sleep in it, bro. Like at this point, y'all want all these fucking illegals coming in. Now, I just saw some 8-year-old boy got fucking killed by an El Salvadorian the other day. Dude, there's so much crime going on with a lot of these illegals, man, and it's just heartbreaking, bro. I just can't deal with it. Like, I mean, I couldn't deal with it if I were Trump. Like, dude, y'all keep doing this shit to yourselves. Like, what? It's like a kid. If you got a kid that's a drug addict, he keeps going to drugs. Are you gonna keep helping him?
To some point, you have to cut that kid off and be like, look,
That's what
man,
I'm saying.
we've did everything we could in our power as parents. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you just need to go lower than rock bottom at this point.
No, that's basically it, and I agree with you 100%. Like at some point, it's like, bro, you're gonna have to hit rock bottom because we cannot keep bailing you out. Because if we keep bailing you out, you're never gonna learn your lesson. And if it takes you hitting rock bottom, I'm gonna be there for when you need help at that bottom point. You know, I'm never gonna say no. I'm always gonna love my kids, but I'm also not gonna just enable you. You know, because enabling people is it's worse. I mean, you might as well just give them the drugs, or you might as well just keep letting people doing stupid shit, giving free medical to illegals, which is the dumbest shit in the world while your citizens are suffering. You gotta get over that. Something has happened.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I did see this. They claimed it was a win. It was not a win. Or actually, let's do this. Since we're talking about that, about leftists and how they feel about Trump and why it's hard for me to even see that we have a middle ground because of shit like this. Now, this is a new study that came out, as you see here. A new survey. You want to read it, Chris, so you can.
A new survey finds that more than 1 in 4 Democrats, 20%, think American would be better off if Trump was assassinated. 24% are unsure. 48% fewer than half believe America would not be better off. Hard to imagine a more revolting conclusion than to realize over half of the Democratic Party potentially wishes the death of their own political opponent. Maybe the media and the Democrats should stop telling their audience that Trump is a Nazi, a dictator, and a threat to democracy. Good versus evil. I mean,
bro, ain't that insane?
and what's crazy is that people, I mean, what they don't understand is we've been saying the left wing Democrats are a bunch of crazy people. And I'm not talking about people in Congress because they are crazy too, but when you got a bunch of crazy people who are praising you guys and voting for you guys, when you keep saying this kind of shit, having the media say this shit, one psycho's gonna fucking believe it, and it's evidently true, you know, because one like Trump was almost assassinated, and yeah, you keep telling a bunch of you have a bunch of crazy people telling even crazier people all this shit. I mean, yeah, they're gonna start believing.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
People, there are people who are very, very weak-minded, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, did you see that dude that did the second assassination attempt on Trump when he was playing golf?
I didn't read up on him after that.
No, so anyways, he was in contact with the Ukrainian, one of his Ukrainian contacts, and he was trying to get a rocket launcher to assassinate Trump. You didn't read that? It just came out like a Monday, I believe. And they found contact with him with Ukraine, some of his Ukrainian contacts, because remember he would go to Ukraine because he was trying to promote. He was trying to get Pakistanis. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get Pakistanis to go to Ukraine and fight the Russians. fucking idiot. And the people in the military people he was talking to in Ukraine were like, "Are you crazy? We're not gonna do that. That's stupid."
I never I never really read up on that guy, to be honest.
That dude's an idiot. But can you imagine getting an assassination attempt with a rocket launcher? You're just playing golf. You see a dude like that.
He's all walking with it. He's all fumbling it. Oh God, he shoots it the wrong way.
Watch him still miss. It's like, God damn, you're a terrible shot.
It hits his car. Oh man, I had one payment left on that thing.
It just goes the back way instead of going.
He has it in reverse.
You just see the thing go.
You see, like Trump on them, like, what the hell was that? I don't know. They're probably doing construction.
It blows up his own car behind him.
I just filled up my gas tank.
Assassination bloopers.
I had a half-eaten sandwich in there.
Or he just shoots it and it goes around in a circle and just goes back and it was one of those phony fucking rocket launchers, dude. A rocket launcher? You were really, dude. You didn't want to kill him. You wanted to evaporate him.
He probably wanted to make a name for himself, obviously.
Hell yeah, but you just imagine just seeing a thing coming at you while you're playing golf, like, oh shit, this is it.
It's like these are the best people. Y'all I mean, it's not a joke at all. But I mean, these you look back in the past. You look back in the past. The assassinations they worked. But I mean, Jesus Christ. But yeah,
it didn't work on Reagan, but it did work on a few.
It didn't work on Reagan,
but yeah, dude, it's just crazy. I mean, that statistic alone should tell you who are the violent ones. I hate when they make it sound like the right is the more violent, but there's no way, man. Just open your eyes, and there's no way you can come to the conclusion. They fix the numbers, man. They fix them a lot because it's basically they have this little section for the left and this huge wide section for the right. Like this, it's just so many different people. Even some people on the left or on the right section, and then they say, well, yeah, the right is the most violent. That's how they had the war on white supremacy, which is the stupidest thing in 2020 fucking 2, or what was it, 2021, 22. We're going to have a war on white supremacy and white nationalists and white rage. What was it? White rage, yeah. Just the dumbest thing, and Mike Milley's dumbass. And I want to figure out why white people are angry.
Fuck Mike
Maybe
Milley.
because you keep telling them to shut the fuck up and they have no place at the table. How about that? All you're doing is radicalizing people.
And you make the argument like they're like, y'all are the party of actual violence. Like, well, no, y'all are because y'all stormed the Capitol. I'm like, you know what? Those people suffered injustice. Like, y'all imprisoned these people for no fucking reasons. Yes, they were bad. Some very few bad apples, but it was very, very few among many. And like they paid time they didn't have to pay for. So like, yeah, y'all are the people of violence. Like, because there's good people who went to prison for 4 years who shouldn't have never been there in the first place.
Dude, that's the thing. That's where you say, that's how I define evil, right? I define evil as like not somebody where where you really feel like that person is bad and needs to be locked up and treated like that. But when you know somebody didn't do something to that extent, like, you know, that person just walked through the Capitol, and your take on it is, I hope they rot in prison for walking through the Capitol. But when BLM did it, you're like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just like right now they're conflating the two stories about Kyle Rittenhouse and that black kid that stabbed a white Metcalf, what's his name, Metcalf or whatever. And they're saying, oh, y'all were okay with him crossing state lines with a gun. First of all, that was false. But and him shooting people, well, he shot a fucking pedophile, psycho ward, detainee, and then he and other two criminals that were trying to kill him, that tried to grab his gun and kill him. Different story. Totally different story from you going to a track meet, sitting in a seat that you weren't supposed to sit in, somebody telling you to move, and you getting a knife and stabbing them in the heart. I don't know how you conflate those two stories, bro. Please.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad too that like even the black community were trying to like make his bail, and
they gave him $180,000.
Yeah, and Charleston White came out and like bashed them all on that shit.
Because they're idiots.
Yeah, like I'm like, you have. I mean, oh my god, it was just because I saw the Charleston White one this morning. I'm like, yeah, like he's telling the truth. Like this is the reason why y'all curse, man, because y'all keep doing the same shit. Like y'all don't fucking learn.
Sorry. Oh yeah, they will black up any black person without any facts or accountability, because they will always revert back to the whole argument that it's because of white supremacy. It's because of what we went through. I've even had people tell me, we're black people. They've done studies. It's in their DNA from all the trauma they've been through. Okay, why
What
doesn't it happen
trauma?
to Native Americans, Jews, like everybody else that's ever been Irish? There's black people are not the only people that ever suffered in this planet, dude. You need to get over that shit quick. Read a fucking book. Read, please. Now, for you to say something stupid like that is insane to me. But just on the other end, it's like black people. Have I heard a like, okay, let's put it this way. Have I heard fucking Juan Benitez or Juan Romero or whatever the hell beaner name you want to put behind it stabbed some white kid at a track meet because the white kid told him to get out of the seat that wasn't his seat and stabbed him in the heart in front of his twin brother? I'd be like, dude, that dude needs to go away. Fuck that. Right? I mean, wouldn't you say the same shit?
Yeah, 100%.
I'd be like, fuck him. I don't care if he looks like me or whatever flavor bean dip that he is. Fuck that, dude. That dude needs to go to jail.
He committed murder. I mean, why is there even an argument?
Whatever flavor bean dip.
Whatever flavor Fritos bean dip he is.
Fritos. It has to be Fritos. But yeah, I would be like, I'm not giving money to this dipshit. Like, and then I don't know. I don't understand why black people do that. Like, I know it's not all black people, so I'm not generalizing. But the ones that do, like I saw online, a couple people are saying, "Oh, we had barbecue sauce for him too," and he's like, "Hell yeah, free my boy." And I'm like, you don't even care what he did, dude. Now, if the roles were reversed, you'd be talking about white nationalism, white rage. Oh my God, every fucking Democrat, they'd be taking the knee again with the little.
There'll be another
garbs.
fucking. There'll be another George Floyd. George Floyd. It'll be like another fucking riot. They'll be burning cities down again. I'm like, God, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. They can't do nothing without violence. They're the violent people, and it's insane like that. They keep doing this shit, and they're gonna continue, man. It just keeps going on and on. Somehow they're gonna ride that victim train all the way to the end, man. Like they're never gonna stop with it.
Yeah, the Tatum podcast, Officer Tatum, he had a really good one on that segment with that's one with Charleston White was on it. I saw that shit this morning. I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Officer Tatum and Charleston White were together.
No. Like Officer Tatum was showing like clips of Charleston White like talking about the incident. Yeah, he wasn't on the podcast. He was showing videos of it.
I was gonna say shit, because Charleston White's he's a little crazy, man. I like him, but he's wild. He talks shit because he used to be like making legislation and all that kind of stuff, like helping with politicians do stuff.
Yeah, you told me that a while back. I remember you saying something like that.
Let's go ahead and listen to that because I'm curious on what he said. I haven't heard this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you say Chris, I'm down.
Black people, because black people got a heart of retribution and vengeance and violence and anger. They want to get back at white people. No wonder Dr. Kingdom could get some things and we can't. Because Dr. Kingdom said, hey man, don't hit them back. Hey man, don't hit them back. And them people got way more. Now this group say, let's kill them. Let's kill them. But your kids, you hear about kids every day in the hood schools getting bullied, but y'all don't have this much outrage for bullying.
That's the one thing. When they kill each other, nobody's gonna start a GoFundMe. Nobody's gonna help out. Nobody gives a fuck. Black Lives Matter is like it's like a ghost town. Where they at? Nowhere.
Yep, they don't care when that shit happens.
Mm-mm.
They have a no bullying month, but y'all don't have this much out. But now all of a sudden it's out. Let's kill the bully. Most of y'all are bullies.
100%.
Talk to them today. Most of y'all are, come on, cuz, OG, bullies. Come on, Crip Blood bullies.
Yeah.
But now we want to kill the bully. When most of black children go to school every day and have to face a bully, why you think they got to wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes? But now we got a problem with bullies, huh? When have we ever told our kids to go kill the bully? We taught our kids how to stand up to the bully. No matter if it was two of them, fight both of them. But you don't put your life in danger to kill unless you got killing in you. But if you're listening to kill music, you got killing in you. There's no way good kids kill. I know a nigga stabbed the girl 93 times, but before he got to 93, he dropped the knife. She begged and she pleaded. He dropped the knife. But because he was abused and he had anger and he had rage inside of him for what his daddy was doing to him, he finished her.
That's what a lot of, like, a lot of even our community, like Hispanic and Black community, we've adopted this culture of like, you disrespect me, you deserve to die, which
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
yeah, and you know, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't believe in that myself growing up. The way I grew up, and it does stem from a lot, like you said, having a bully. The way I was brought up with my dad, and just the shit that I had to go through. But it's true, like we have this mentality of like, oh, you disrespect me, I'll fucking kill you, and it could be the minorest, like I mean, it could be the littlest thing, the minorest. It could be the littlest thing, and you're like, I will take this dude's life if he does that again, you know. And it's crazy to think about like how little we even think about life in that way, as in, oh, he looked at me wrong, I'll fucking take him out, like, god damn. And that's where all this is stemming from. We have this culture that we adopted of, you disrespect me, I'll take your life. And then we're wondering why our kids are so fucked up. And it's like, well, yeah, look at what we're doing. And he said, listening to kill music all day. I mean, that's all you hear is a brrr, like all their songs, and that's all they do that at schools all the time. Like they're always talking about like, I'll get the switch, and just for something so simple, you know, like they just want to kill people.
Yeah, I mean like, you gotta understand how young they are. They're so easy influenced over anything and everything, especially music. Especially how music can touch someone really fucking deep, you know. So yeah.
Definitely, bro, with the music. I mean, even with us, we had NWA, we had Cypress Hill. I mean, one of the most popular songs, there's something you can't understand, how I could just kill a man. I mean, he's just basically saying, like, you will never understand how I could just kill somebody for no reason. Like, you looked at me wrong, you got in my way, you stepped on my shoe, you fucking, you hollered at my girl when you didn't even know who I am. Like, not like as in, not like, oh, you hollered in front of me, but you know, she went to the bar, got a beer, and you hollered at her, I'll kill his ass. Like, god damn, you know. And all this shit is finally coming to a head where, yeah, this is what happens when you have nothing but music like that. Every music video, they have their pants all the way down to their knees, almost. They have their guns, and they're doing all this crazy shit. Well, yeah, what do you expect the kids to follow? And like you said, they're easily influenced. And then, you know, you have these white producers making millions and millions off of these black dudes acting like idiots, and they don't give a shit what happens to the inner city kids, dude. They don't give a fuck.
And look at most kids these days. All they have is AirPods in their fucking ears. Just they can't
All
do
they-
shit with that music. They can't do shit without those things in them.
Mm-hmm.
What's in you gonna come out of it. And good kids don't stab people to death, y'all. This is a kid with some trauma. Let's get the background story first. Just because he out there in Frisco. Oh, black people, y'all wrong, and no wonder God got you cursed. I'm starting to think
Yes,
that
sir.
curse on us is real, that the Hebrews say. This group hearts is tasteful, no compassion. I remember telling my brother one time, God will never let you out of jail, nigga, if you ain't got no remorse for the people you killed. No remorse for the man family.
And I never heard that before.
Yeah.
God will never let you out of jail if you have no remorse for the people you killed. That's pretty. That's a pretty
That's
good.
deep, man.
That's a good one. Shit, Charleston White. I like that one. God will never let you out of jail if you don't have any remorse for the people he killed. Gotcha.
For
Good
them or
one.
their family.
No remorse for the men's, boys, father, mother, brother. But y'all got so much for Lil Ronnie, and Lil Ronnie brought death on himself. Look, come on now. Lil Ronnie brought death on himself, and y'all had all the compassion. But here it is, a white kid, two little boys having some boy issues. And one little boy killed another little boy. You mean to tell me you black people ain't got no compassion for neither side? That's why you curse, black folks. That's why your situation, God is looking at y'all hearts. That's why your finances can't be increased. That's why your children won't go to the NFL. God is looking at y'all hearts. Black people, y'all ought to be ashamed. That's why your children are dying and being murdered the way they're being murdered. They've been your grandchildren. Man, you cursing.
Now, when I'm laughing, it's because he's saying that, you know, you're being cursed. I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think black people are being cursed by God, but I do think you are a product of your situation, and that being, if you live in an area that is normal, you think that's normal. So while you're crying for your kids dying, you're continuing the behavior, and you're just like, you're not not trying to change the culture in your neighborhoods to have a different result. You're just continuing that. It's just a cycle, you know, that behavior. It's just like when you like, I mean, not you personally. It's like with me, right? Like I want to spend as much time with my kids. I don't want to beat my kids. Now, my dad wasn't like that, but my dad got beat by his dad. His dad got beat by his dad. So on, so on, so on. And I told myself, fuck that. I ain't gonna be that kind of person. And that's where you got to stop the cycle. It takes somebody to like, I mean, a group of people to stand up and change the community to have a different outcome and stop teaching these kids you have no hope because you're black, and start teaching them you have no hope if you don't fucking try and do anything, better yourself, have a good heart, you know, help people out, help out your community, know who's in your community, which is almost foreign nowadays, and do these things that need to be done for you to be a productive citizen and raise productive citizens and have a community that you could be proud of.
Well said. Yes, sir.
I love your comebacks. I love your comebacks, Chris. But it's true.
No, yeah, I agree with all that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why it's so hard for some people to get that to their head. You know, like if you're in a rough community, either change it or get the fuck out. I mean, and I know sometimes it's not easy to get out, but I mean,
but I would say change it more. Like, you know, it's like when we say that to immigrants, if you want to live in a better country, they need to stay where they're at and change their communities and change.
Yeah, you'll never better the country if you keep taking them and bringing them here.
Yeah,
what's it going to do for the country? It's going to keep it. It's going to keep it work. It's going to keep it bad. It's going to keep it it's going to be the way they left it.
Yeah, you
start out by bettering their country.
Yeah, you need to better your country. So the people in those neighborhoods, they need to like older people need to stand up and say like, this is not the way, man. Like you need to find a better way. And a lot of these people, yeah, there's years of struggle. There's years of, I mean, abuse and all kinds of stuff. But the thing is, you don't get out of that by saying we're gonna just abuse the people that abused us. You know, like, hey, white people abuse us for many years. We're just gonna start abusing them. That, like they say, two wrongs don't make a right, right? You're just gonna become the bully, the abuser, and that's what we've seen nowadays. We've seen that so many times. You rarely see. How many times do you see a bunch of white kids picking on black kids? You rarely. Yeah, I don't even think I've seen one.
Almost close to never.
That's what I'm saying. How many times do you see black kids?
I'm pretty sure you see a lot of people picking on people, right? Doesn't matter the color, but when do you ever hear about it on that case? Yeah.
And trust me, if they was around, people would video record it because they love that attention.
Oh, dude, everyone has a phone. You're always going to be in either in the public eye or you're always going to be in the social eye. So, I mean, you're always going to be someone's always going to see you somewhere. Doesn't matter if it's with their eyes or with their phone.
And I know there's probably some out there. Don't get me wrong. I know there's some shitty white people, yes, and they say some things that are just terrible. But there's a lot of shitty black people. There's a lot of shitty Hispanic people. There's a lot of shitty Asian people. Like there's shitty people all over, and
the world's filled with evil people. Doesn't matter their skin color.
Yeah, it was like when I had that interview with John Fabricatore. Yeah, John Fabricatore. I told him like that same thing. Like people need to get out of that mindset of just because somebody looks like you doesn't mean they have your best interest. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's a mayor and they're Hispanic, I don't think, oh man, we made it. We're good. You know, he made it. Like he made it.
You didn't.
I didn't make shit. I didn't do none. My situation's the goddamn same. And the only way it's gonna change is of what? If I fucking change it. That's about it. And all these people, like it's just like when Obama got elected. Oh, change and no, we got a black president. Like, dude, what happened? What changed for you? Please, I'll wait. What did he do? Black people, you're still dying. You're still killing each other. You're still, committing more than half of the violent crimes in the country. What's changed?
Yeah, hopefully they weren't holding their breath. So
elaborate. And I want everybody to succeed, man. Why are Nigerians so successful? Nigerians came to America. They have such a success rate in America. Why? They're darker than most of our black people. Nigerians are dark, bro.
Oh yeah,
those are dark motherfuckers.
Yeah, we see them in Japan.
Yeah, and they're doing well everywhere they go because they have a culture of work hard, be successful, take care of your family, respect your elders. They have a very rich culture of, doing those things, and they stick together when they come to America, and they also assimilate as well, but they have their own core, community. Black people, you've been here how long? Do it. what are we doing? Well, like, I'm not part of it. What are you guys doing? You have all the means. You have people in power. You can do anything you want, but you continue just to go down this route. Hispanic people are the same way. You know, now Hispanic people are complaining more like as much, and it's like, bro, like, don't stop it. Like, if you really want to better your situation, you better it yourself. You can't wait for a politician to better your situation because that's never going to happen. And good luck with that.
Yeah, the opportunities are endless, dude. Like, opportunities are everywhere.
And with that, I want to end here with this bullshit. Dude, they try to say Trump was a win for Trump, and it's not a win at all. It's a terrible situation. We're gonna go ahead and watch a video about it real quick. So let me blow this up and let's watch it.
36 right now. This morning, we're learning more about a Supreme Court ruling that says the Trump administration can temporarily use the Alien Enemies Act for deportations.
It's a 1798 law that gives the government certain powers during declared wars, as well as actual or threatened invasions or incursions. It's what the U.S. used to detain Japanese nationals during World War II.
The administration wants to use it to deport Venezuelan nationals it alleges have gang ties. Now, the court's ruling last night does not decide the merits of that argument, but as Amy Kiley reports, it's more procedural.
This is a win for the Trump administration.
The Supreme
It's
Court
not a
is
win, but let's go.
Yeah.
allowing deportation proceedings under the Alien Enemies Act for now, but with stipulations. The ruling throws out a U.S. district judge's order. President Donald Trump says on social media it's, quote, a great day for justice.
You can use these additional authorities, such as the Alien Enemies Act, to target these terrorist organizations.
But the Supreme Court says the men involved in the case can challenge the use of the Alien Enemies Act. They just have to do so in the district where they're detained. The justices say anyone facing deportation under the wartime law should have that opportunity. The ACLU...
Okay, just so we know, that means you're going to have a court case for everybody that you deport. Now, you have about, 10 to 20 million people. There is no fucking way that you're going to have enough time, and the courts are going to be so overwhelmed. And also, you have criminals in our own country that are in those courts. They're gonna be so overwhelmed. You're gonna, dude. They basically put a halt on deportation.
They'll take years upon years upon years.
Bro,
so you can't even
there's no
deport them.
deportations.
Yeah.
That's basically it. It's not a fucking win. It's terrible, bro. That by the time they get to all those proceedings,
that's a
good fucking
thing, man. The Dems trying to do everything they can to block.
This is not a good day for justice. This is basically the judges saying you are not going to deport all these people. Your policy of deportation is halted now because you're gonna have to you're gonna have to give them a trial, those trials, and this is for the enemies. So these are people he's considered like terrorists, like cartel members. Tren de Aragua, you got MS-13. All these people are gonna have a day in court.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
that, dude.
Yeah,
that
and everyone knows how the court works. I mean, they're not speedy at all. So like, it's gonna take years and years, man, for each one to get looked at, and by the time they get looked at, I mean, Trump's going to be out of fucking office, and whoever the next president is going to be out of office. I mean, it's no point. So we can't even deport nobody now.
It's useless. I mean, you can still deport people in the regular way, but in the way that he was trying to deport massive amounts of gang members and all that, and it's like,
why would you want to do it? They're fucking
Amy Cohen. Oh, dude. Ann Coulter went this far. She said, Republicans, you need to stop fucking voting in women in office and in the courts because they always let you down. And I'm at this point, bro, you're radicalizing me already. I'm like, fuck these bitches, bro. No more bitches on the Supreme.
Well, yeah, they got that famous footage of Coney Barrett like giving Trump that evil ass look. I'm like, really, bitch?
I know it, and then they had a picture of all four of the Supreme Court justices, the women, and they go the view of the Supreme Court.
Yep.
And Amy, dude.
In the end, they're all gonna
dude,
band together, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, girl power," we gotta have each other's back. I'm like, no, that's supposed to be biased.
I agree with Ann Coulter at this point. I'm so pissed off. But let's go ahead and read the rest.
You calls that a victory.
Yes.
It comes after ICE sent alleged Venezuelan gang members to an El Salvador prison while legal challenges were still playing out.
They actually, as a practical matter, can get to the courts and not be whisked away in the middle of the night like was originally done in this case.
Another ruling from the Supreme Court yesterday involves a Maryland man erroneously deported to El Salvador. The justices say the U.S. doesn't have to bring him back for now.
That they can whisk someone out of the country by accident and then have no responsibility to fix, what they've broken just doesn't make sense as a legal matter, and is also just disturbing as a matter of constitutional law.
You're illegal, you piece of shit.
He was illegal. He was MS-13, and he used that whole thing with his family to try to stay.
Yes.
As an anchor. Like, no.
Why? Oh, dude, this makes me so mad.
It's fucking...
Ken's fine.
Yeah. So, deportations are off, dude. And I saw this. We'll end it with this to see if this is going to be a thing. But I'm tired of these rogue judges, man. I'm already fed up with this shit. So, breaking the U.S. House passes H.R. 1526, restricting district rogue court judges from ensuing nationwide injunctions against presidential policies. Now, as you see here, Republicans 218 yay, 2 nay. Who are these fucking two?
Yeah, I wonder who those fucking two are.
Who are these fucking freaks? I was gonna say, who are these fags? Fuck it, I don't give a shit no more. Who are these fags, dude? Democrats, all 212 say nay because, of course, they love criminals. Independents didn't vote, and totals 218 yay, 214 nay. It does pass. I'm tired of these fucking dude. We're just might as well just be the United Judges of America, bro, because they're just. And I know they're gonna say, "Well, you want a dictator?" No, but it's different if Trump was doing this to American citizens, or it's different. He was like if he was getting his political opponents, like Joe Biden, and trying to arrest them, do all these things. I get that. You cannot do that. But you're talking about illegal aliens that are coming in and committing crimes. Why the fuck do we have to go through a proceeding? Fuck no. You're illegal. First of all, you get shipped out. That's it. Done. I'm for deporting every one of these motherfuckers, bro. I don't care if even they committed crimes. You came illegally, you're gonna get deported, man. Either that or you got to plead your case. And for the most part,
that's for every country.
Yeah, I would say
illegal, you get kicked out of the country.
Yes.
Why should we be any different?
Because we're supposed to be empathetic, Chris. Because we have the Statue of Liberty in New York that the French gave us, and we have to just let the fucking world in now because of this goddamn fuck that statue, dude. Tear that bitch down.
Send it back to fucking France. Who gives a fuck?
Send it back to these Frenchies, bro. I'm all for helping people out. Don't get me wrong, and I joke a little bit. I just talk shit, but I don't think we need to be helping a bunch of illegal criminals out, or even people coming in illegally, knowing that they were going to get deported in the first place. Now they can come over here, have kids, and think that they're going to be safe. Nah, bro. You need to be nervous. You need to be scared. You need to be all these things if you're coming to our country illegally, because your ass is going to get deported. And that's the way I like it. That's the way it was when I was growing up. I remember when I was growing up, you say La Migra. Boom, motherfuckers ran. Nowadays, you say La Migra, you have these
people ran for the hills.
Hell yeah! Nowadays, you have that fucking. Did you see that fat freak, that lesbian that was I'm undocumented?
Didn't she get
I'm
deported?
lesbian unafraid. Shut up, bitch.
Didn't I thought was it a fake pic? But I thought she got deported, or like they caught her.
No, she just did the rally. I don't think they should deport her ass, man.
Oh, I think there was a picture. It might have been some other like random big girl, but like it showed them like walking like ice walking around like. Gotcha, bitch. They were in the fucking crowd.
That'd be great. And just to even put it in perspective, I remember one time when Hillary Clinton, it was 2016, we were watching 2015, we were watching the presidential debate, and Hillary Clinton brought an illegal alien. I don't know if you remember that. She brought an illegal alien to the debate, and my wife, being from Japan, she goes, "Hey, did that girl say she was illegal?" I said, "Yeah," and they go, "She's just there like that?" I said, "Yeah, that's how stupid it is." And she goes, why? Like, she couldn't even comprehend how somebody could be with the politicians that are supposed to regulate the law and enforce the law, having somebody that broke the law and
at a presidential debate
and promoting it at a debate. Like, her mind was like, I mean, she was getting just dick in the mind because her mind was getting fucked. Just big old BBC.
In the back of the head.
Boom, boom, boom. Balls in the ear, fucking lobes just hidden, all that, because her mind was so fucked. She goes, I swear to God, you could see her face. She was like, I don't understand. And I was like, we none of us understand, baby. I'm sorry.
This is why we don't vote Democrat.
This is why we don't go to the left. They're a bunch of idiots.
We don't make rats.
Yes. But that's how stupid things are. But yeah, man. I hope this thing goes along. I hope I don't know what's gonna happen with the deportations now, because it's just gonna be. I mean, it's like holding a hose now and clogging it up. There's no way you're gonna deport that many people now. Might as well just. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to fight it, but I hope they fight it. I hope they win, because that is a stupid ass law that the judges can just say, nah, you can't deport people without a trial, especially criminals that we know that there's a lot of investigations. Tom Hammond has said when we deport people, even John was saying when they deport people, they don't just like, oh, hey, there's a guy here, he's illegal, they deport him. There's so much paperwork involved when they deport one person. There's so much paperwork involved. So they've obviously done their homework. They've obviously done investigations. These people need to fucking go. And if they're criminals, send them to El Salvador, send them to Gitmo, whatever the fuck they need to be, especially like the high risk ones, and be done with it, man. And I hope that's what happens. Other than that,
we're hoping
Chris,
for it.
I'm gonna have to call it a night.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the podcast. We hope you like what you saw. And if you did, please like and subscribe. Hit those comments. Get the latest and greatest from Samurai Blitz. We will see you on the next one, guys. You all take care. Bye.
Peace.